Hi everyone, my name is Precious, and today we'll be discussing PHP. No doubt you may have come across the letter PHP on the internet or heard someone talk about it and you wonder, what is this PHP? Or perhaps you want to take a course on web development but don't know which one to go with since there are a lot of programming languages out there. Well, I will give you an overview of what PHP as a programming language is about. At the end of this lecture, you'll be able to tell what PHP means, the areas it could be used or applied, advantages accompanied with using PHP, and some top companies that use PHP. PHP is a server-based, open source, high-level programming language. You don't have to bother yourself with that, as you'll get to know about them later. But just note that it can be applied to web development, web application, customer relationship management system, and content management system, amongst others. It is a language that is generally accepted and it can be included in HTML. Since its compatibility with HTML, PHP has continued to be a favorite among developers because it makes HTML codes simpler. What does PHP stand for? Originally, it stood for Personal Home Page. Since it is not restricted to creation of just web home pages, the abbreviation has been altered to more correctly reflect its purposes. It now stands for PHP Hypertext Preprocessor. And as of 2022, there have been 8 iterations of PHP since its initial release, with the latest version 8.1 currently being the most widely used among individuals who use it for website creation. What is PHP used for? PHP is used in 3 main areas, which include server-side scripting. That is, without a web server, it cannot function. PHP's key advantage is server-side scripting. It's a fantastic language to learn if you are just starting to code and want to investigate server-side scripting. A PHP parser, web server, and web browser are required in order to get started with PHP server-side scripting. Command line scripting. For users coming from the Linux operating system, Linux cron or task scheduler scripts for Windows, command line scripting is recommended. PHP is excellent for that task as it's also suitable for basic text processing. Another area where PHP can be used for is writing desktop application. Although PHP may not be the ideal language to utilize when developing desktop programs, it gives skilled developers many more possibilities than its rivals. Other uses of PHP include, but not limited to, sending and receiving cookies, encrypting user data, and collecting forms data. The fact that PHP is compatible with most of the major operating systems allows you to code regardless of the technology you are using, which is one of the key qualities that make it so usable. Now, what are the advantages of PHP? Well, due to the many advantages PHP provides consumers and developers, it has maintained its popularity for decades. These are the most important ones among them. One, it is cross-platform. You don't need to be concerned about compatibility because PHP can be used with any significant operating system. This also means that you can work on a project team and not have to worry about members being able to access your code. Two, like mentioned earlier, it is an open source platform or program. Because PHP is open source, you can construct your projects without worrying about additional fees because it is a free programming language. Many developers understand it. The longevity of PHP means there is already a large number of communities out there to support you and a lot of legacy code to help you get started with projects. Another reason, it works brilliantly with HTML. Your tasks can be made simpler with PHP, which integrates well with this popular programming language. As a language, PHP relatively is easy to learn. There are plenty of tools available. For PHP, there are tools that will assist you practically with various tasks, which include integration, code int, syntax and lighting, and many more. PHP also offers a great website load time. Because of its short load time, it can actually assist in improving your website performance as it becomes more and more correlated with speed. Learning PHP is still a very useful investment for developers since PHP can be developed using already made components or frameworks such as the popular Laravel, Cake PHP, CodeIgniter, and Symfony. Even though PHP has been around for a while, many companies uses it, such as Facebook, Wikipedia, WordPress, Etsy, Slack, and many more. So now comes the question, how can we identify a website or a web app that is built with PHP? Well, I'll tell you what you can do. Let's get started. Using Facebook as an example, on your web browser, type web.facebook.com/index.php because every web page must have an index page or the landing page. So if Facebook actually supports PHP or is actually built with PHP, it will open the login page for you. And to confirm other pages using PHP, you can edit this index to register. So you can go to the registration page.php. Now we've gotten to our registration page. So you can test this on other websites to know if they're actually built using PHP. For videos like this and more, please hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think about the video on the comment section below.